Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV and another edition of the Extra Time Show. Well, we have done it again. At least this time we got the win against what was an apparently smaller club. We start this week with a tweet or a comment from last week that said, the Arsenal game means nothing if we don't beat Burnley. I'm sorry, but this is being realistic, not unhappy. It is true. We went into this game, went into the Arsenal game thinking, you know what, we can beat them. Went into the Burnley game thinking, you know what, just our luck. We haven't won away from home. They might do us here. And it looked like they would have at the start of the game. But yeah, we come back. Ugly, boring, like messy game. It was not an enjoyable watch really, but we got the win in the end and we got the result. We had Jorginho Wijnaldum. He tweeted saying, not our best match, but very important, 3 points. And that's true. I mean, in the past, we have went into these games, played sluggish, and ended up losing the game. So is the result the most important thing at this point in the season? It's not really about performances. It's about getting points. So we had Wijnaldum celebrating his goal. Emre Can with a good goal. And then it got me thinking, like, Emre Can didn't play the best, but it's kind of what the Romans done for us. Apart from his goal, apart from his chip ball, and apart from his tactical foul, what did he do? But I'm not having a go at him there. And fucking what a goal by him as well. He does have that in him. He has classy moments in him. It's just, I don't know, for the other... I'm not having a go at him, right? So, anyway, Jurgen Klopp was on Match of the Day, and he gave like an analysis for about 10 minutes with Chapman, or whatever his name is, on the lotto. So, yeah, he said himself, he admitted that it wasn't the best of games. And he seemed to be targeting Milner down the left-hand side. So I'm not sure if teams are onto the fact that he's slow as anything, but a few teams have been doing that in the last few games. So, yeah, we got the point. That's the main thing. In the analysis, I don't know if you've seen this on Twitter, a kind of gif went round of Jamie Carragher. He's going on about the game and he gets cut up by Jamie Redknapp. He's going, Liverpool are there, and then gets cut up and goes... But I would have loved them to just fucking smack Jamie Redknapp in the face, but classic Carragher there. Yeah, so the Liverpool players were also advertising themselves again, this time for Nivea. They were at the barber shop on Dale Street. That's where I go to get my haircut. So if you want to avoid this kind of haircut, don't go. But if you want a good haircut, go down to Sound Lads as well. Or if you buy Beck Road, go to Ralph's, but not after lunchtime. So yeah, Simon Mignolet, the shaving all balloons, he's popping them everywhere. Dejan Lovren, as you'd expect, he's got a goatee. He's flying around this balloon with shaving foam on. Doesn't fail to pop it. Not sure if I trust people with goatees like Tony Stark and Heisenberg. Something about them that I don't quite trust. But yeah, one guy who I do love, Xabi Alonso, he announced his retirement. We had Momo Sissoko tweeting saying, we've got Xabi Alonso, Momo Sissoko, Gerardo Mascherano. Yeah, so Xabi Alonso, what more can be said about the man? The class act, brilliant player, fantastic for Liverpool, and we wish him all the best in his retirement, and hopefully he can get another Champions League for himself, because he did have a little joke with Ancelotti saying that we stole the one off AC Milan. Great game. Thomas Lygaard said, who else thinks Klein is an unsung hero? That was on last week's comments, and I was making Klein's songs. If you think back to the first few episodes of this, because Nathaniel Klein, he runs the line, but, you know, didn't catch on, unfortunately. So on to the under-23 news. We had Sam Hudson, who said, I think Michael Owen deserves a chance in the first team now. He's done amazing for under-23s. I don't know if he's like from Birkenhead and still 10 years or 20 years behind everyone else, but Michael Owen doesn't play for the under-23s, mate. What are you smoking? Stephen Lane said, lads, can someone please explain to me what happened to Grujic? Looked fantastic pre-season. I've barely seen him since. What's going on? Well, Grujic has been injured for a while, but he was back in Liverpool's 5-1 win against Reading last week. He also played 90 minutes this week in a 2-0 win over Chelsea. So a good performance from him. It's nice to see him back, and he just needs to get some fitness going, because the midfield with Hendo out and the Liverpool bench on a whole is looking pretty bare. We've only got kids to kind of bring on, but the kids are playing well. We had Trent Alexander-Arnold. He was taken down on the corner of the box. Liverpool got a penalty and Harry Wilson tucked it away, left-footed, slotted it, cool as a cucumber. Trent then went on to score a free kick himself on 74 minutes. Not the best wall, not the best finish, but when you're right back stepping up to take free kicks, it's a good sign. Nathaniel Klein's only scored 1 goal for Liverpool. That was against Bournemouth, I think, last year, 2015 maybe. But Trent's got goals in this game, and Glenn Johnson always used to have goals, and I think maybe we need that from a right back, or from any of the full backs really. Milner's getting pens, so what am I on about? So yeah, good play for the young lads in the under-23s. And Dejan Lovren also partnered Joe Gomez at centre-back there, so it's nice to see them getting games, especially when we're mixing it with Clavin and Lucas as centre-back. So yeah, in other news, we had Kevin Stewart. He's announced a new deal with Puma. Just threw that in because he looks like a little boy at Christmas getting his first footy boots there. What were your first football boots? Mine were the gold Total 90 ones. Great times. The under-23s had a 2-2 draw with Manchester United. We had Ian Anderson getting on me on Twitter. He said, for fuck's sake, Adam Lewis, one of the young lads who plays for Liverpool, got sent off a half an hour in. So always a big task for the Reds. We were 1-0 up, and then United scored on 79 and 84 minutes. And from the depths of the defeat, Lewis Longstaff gets an 89th minute equaliser. And it's a very valuable point. We've got a picture of the league here. And as I said last week, basically the winner of this league is then the winner of the country's league, because it was divided between North and South. So big point, and it's keeping points off those around you as well. So something about the name Lewis, that it's really a good ambassador for the club. So Lewis Longstaff, well done, Adam Lewis. Not all that good. Yeah, so good luck to the lads in their league. Loanees, it's been a tough one, but we had a PvP Yu-Gi-Oh-ish. Said, good presenter. Shame he's a bit of an idiot. Sacco is our second best defender. Only Matip is better. If he played for us this season, no doubt we'd be sitting top of the league. No doubt. Not one bit of doubt in this one. A lot of people took Sacco for granted. He got us to the Europa League final last year. Not Dejan Lovren's header against Dortmund. Not Phil Coutinho's goals against United. Mamadou Sakho. Now that he's at Crystal Palace, they've kept 2 clean sheets in the 2 games he's played. So by that logic, Crystal Palace will do a Leicester next season with Sakho and win the league. No doubt about it. No, I agree. Sakho is a really good defender, and he probably is our second. There is a toss-up between him and Lovren. Depends what day it is. He's a good defender, but my Klopp doesn't want him, so I don't know. But that's the beauty of Liverpool. You agree with one thing, I agree with another. So would you see Sakho back? I don't know. Klopp has said he's left the door open, but this could just be media spin to get a good price. So I'd take about 15 mil for him anyway. Other loanees, we had Danny Ward. He had a clean sheet, 1-0, and he's like, yes, the boyos, get in there. Would like to see him back, and don't know if I'd want to hold him hostage as a number 2 when he's playing first team football, but you know, that's up to the club to decide. Markovic, he was doing his job for Hull. He was tracking back, putting tackles in, and they were playing well. Flano couldn't play against us, obviously. Ryan Kent was taken off after 70-odd minutes. Chirivella played 90 minutes in a 3-1 loss to PSV. Good team to play against, so he is cutting it with some decent teams there. And there's nothing really to write home about with the rest. I think only 5 lads got game time out of 13. So maybe we need a few more lads in here. So we'll look at the transfer target of the week this week. We had Frost, who said a lot of people worried if we signed Götze, but I think Klopp will bring the guy back to world class. Look what he's done with Lovren and Lallana. Yeah, Mario Götze, the men who stare at Götze. We all know he's a good player, but it's like the Daniel Sturridge conundrum. If you cannot play, why are we paying you these high wages? We want people, or personally I do, I want people that can play upwards of 30 games a season. And Götze, he just reminds me of that. Like, he just is unfortunate, really, in the sense that Gundogan is as well. That they just get injured, and it's a long time to be out. So Billy Simpson, always nice to see from him. He commented saying, check out Andre Silva at Porto. 2-footed, fast, agile, would suit our fluid front 3. 20 goals a season. I had a look at this lad, and he is good. 6'1". Got a picture of him here as though he's just got on the bus. Fuck, I forgot my phone. Yeah, he's kind of in the Torres ilk. He's got pace about him. He's 6'1". He strides really well, but the way Origi just could not win a header last week. This guy, he uses his body cleverly. He gets in front of his centre back, and he's got a spin. Like, he'll spin either left or right, and he usually does them. So Do you know what? I'd not known much about him. I've watched like about 3 different highlight reels, and from that you could say he's better than Messi, but no, he's getting goals. And look at the options we had on the bench. We didn't really have a decent striker to bring on. No Sturridge. Firmino was out, and Origi wasn't really doing it. He could have been taken off much earlier, I thought. But yeah, this guy is good, and I think it's about time we start taking a punt on these players. So yeah, sign him up. I say he's decent striker, knows where the goal is as well, and that's what you want. Comments of the week to get involved with. Gareth Hughes said, not football related, but could you wear a more boring ensemble? Who buys a plain C-shirt that colour? Is it to treat everyone to your guns? Boring ensembles, mate. I have no idea what you're going on about. Commenting on fan channel videos, Super Science said, does my head in when Plastic City, especially Chelsea and United fans, comment on Redmen TV videos? Mate, more views for us, more debate, and you know what? They are very, as much as we don't want to admit it, people who watch fan channels, that they love their club as much as you love your club, and it just gets the debate. And I personally like the banter every now and then. Stephen Taradista said, how is this still a thing? Because, mate, rain, wind or shine, or rail replacement bus service, I turn up every week. Unfortunately for some, fortunately for others, I'm here. They can't get rid of me. I have a day off on a Tuesday, and I'm a passionate fan, so I come down. Aidan Edwards said, can you do a handstand, Lewis? No, I cannot. That's not my party trick. Is I can virtually quote any point of The Lion King, my favourite being, don't turn your back on me, Scar. So I'll end that with that shocking impression. Here's some questions to ask yourself this week. Were you convinced by Liverpool's performance, or is it all about results? In the 10 games to go now, we've done our job. We've got people with games in hand their points aren't guaranteed. The pressure is on them. People are targeting Milner and Clavan down the left hand side. Is it time to look at Alberto Moreno to come in, and maybe Alberto Moreno could stretch the play against these smaller teams? And we've got City on Sunday. Are we confident? It's a big team. They're not all that passing. Leroy Sané, we've got to watch out for him, but would you take a draw? What are you hoping for? Please like the video, please subscribe, please share the video to your friends, and most of all, take it easy.